Welcome to another template review video. This time we're covering Battle Islands 5. I have with me Master of Disaster. MOD, I really hate Battle Islands 5. No matter how much I play it, I always seem to fuck up. So what's the trick to Battle Islands 5? How do you pick on this map?
It is really depending on the available distribution on the spots you can get. Sometimes it's similar to the strat MME. So sometimes you just try to go for plus 11 with single picks and plus 3 bonuses, because you can get 2 plus 3 bonuses in 2 turns.
And there are
can also
1, 2,
go
3,
for
4 plus 3s that you can choose from, so you should pay attention
Exactly.
to all 5 actually. Some are safer than others, but they also lack expansion. Like Importa is very good for safety, but for expansion is pretty shitty, because going north it's not very viable. Let's call it that. The top pick that's usually made is usually in Sri Lanka in the southwest, and obviously Mordan, but Mordan is usually counterable as well, so it's well, yeah, please go on.
Yeah, so the other option, the very common option, is going for a plus 3 and a plus 4 bonus in 2 turns. So for the highest possible income in 2 turns, that's 12. You can also go for the safer version for a plus 5 in 2 turns. It's really similar to strat MME, so you can use most strategies on both of them.
My main problem with this map is that position seems to be very relevant, and you only notice it until it's late. You actually have a card to help you a little bit with that. You have what's it called, reconnaissance card.
Reconnaissance, exactly.
That you can use.
You get this very early. You get this very early. I think at the exactly. You can use it right after picks to know if one of your picks is threatened or not. Also, because of having that many plus 3 availables, you have often the chance of getting a first turn bonus. So you have to keep an eye on this.
I played a lot of games where we have a first turn bonus and there's a counter, and it's more worthwhile for your opponent to just keep expanding and not give a shit about you. And also sometimes you get wiped out, and it's better for the person who got wiped out because they kept expanding, and then they have better position on the map with more expansion possibilities. So I really hate this map. I played it so many times and I still don't quite get the optimum picks strategy that you should have.
It really depends on the position you got, because getting eliminated normally is no good idea. But here, if you manage to expand and get a good income advantage while you get eliminated elsewhere, it might be worth it. But in general, I would say that the center is very vulnerable, so expanding in the center is dangerous.
But
especially the plus 5, the red plus 5 and the green plus 4, these are dangerous bonuses, I think.
I've seen people who actually go for the plus 6 in Kalis, like they start in Sri Lanka and Zirundi, and then they just get a plus 6 straight away, and then they try to counter if someone is in Asatia, because the plus 6 is such a optimum bonus. It's 7 territories for 6, that it outweighs you having to defend.
Yeah, exactly. But if you get early contact, like on turn 2, after turn 1, if you get contact, then you can't get your bonus, and then you are really in trouble if you go for a big bonus, which you can't get. In general, also the east, you should usually have a pick in the east, I think, because there are options like the plus 3, the light blue plus 3 bonus, which is which has a good position. There are no double borders on this bonus. Then the the dark blue +5 is also good because it's relatively efficient and it can
Safe.
easily be defended as well. Yeah, it's safe.
So
yeah,
I've seen a lot of games where people just dominate the east, and when they have control of the island in Klandura, then it's pretty impossible for someone from the west to come break them. And there are blockade cards, so if you blockade one of these islands, you're pretty safe, and you force the person to have to come from the other side of the map to break your income.
But I'm not saying that you should really try to get a pick in the east, but because this map is really situational. It really depends on the distribution and on the wastelands, because it's really every time pretty different. Yeah,
I agree.
And it is also a big part of it is guessing where your opponent might start, because position is very important on this map.
Another thing that I found it very important is the delays. You always, when you have 2 or 3 borders, the number of delays that you have to get the last move will be critical. So be aware of that. There are also delay cards, so you should have spare armies around and not use them, just so you can get more delay moves to get the last action and break someone, or at least not get broken by someone when you're taking a risk.
Yeah. So
okay, anything else you'd like to say about this map?
Yeah, I think that was it. What I can say about it.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye, everyone. Hope this was useful. Let us know your comments, and yeah, that's it. Bye bye.